EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from a rainy Cleveland. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Off the bootleg, it's Ewers. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Miami.
The Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
A run, and it's Achane. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Ewers. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ewers on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Ewers. That is caught left side by Waddle. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
For the pylon, he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet. They can collect their way. But but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. They go with the rookie out of Ohio State, Quinshawn Judkins. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. He'll let one go down the middle. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. So on fourth down, the lefty Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. A dangerous Tyreek Hill is deep for Miami. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. We'll go three tight ends here on first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Quick throw on the RPO, it's Hill. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On third down, it's Ewers. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. That's fielded at about the 18. A very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fake the handoff. Now Watson forced out wide. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Judkins now on first and 10. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. It's a Browns first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
From the 38 now, here's second and 9. Ready? Go. Shotgun snap to Watson. A throw caught by Judy on the outside. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Here we go. Set. 60-19 target.
Watson. He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. Now it's Watson. Forced to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Watson now on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Achane. Devon Achane to the 20. And he will go all the way. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins move out in front 13-3. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 88 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Ewers. That's the Pro Bowl corner, Denzel Ward. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Mike, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrating in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
On the return, Malik Washington. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ewers now. He'll throw on first down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He'll punt for the second time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback.
20-yard line.
Ready, ready. Go. Liking 18.
Watson now on first down. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 6. Back to throw is Watson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Up the middle goes Judkins here, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up second and
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 9. Back to throw is Watson. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Well run with Achane. Up the sideline at the 35. down the sideline, past the 40. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Miami. That is his third touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9.
Ready.
Off play action, here's Watson. Forced out left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and 9.
Let's go. Hey, motion. 70, Timber Wolf. Ready.
Throwing is Watson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Borges in punt formation for the Browns.
On the return, it's Hill. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's a give to Achane. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Dolphins 1st down. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9.
43-yard line.
Let's go now. Rock on, lady.
To throw is Ewers. Now he's loose again. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It's a big play there for Miami. 32 yards.
It's a
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Hill brought in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run with Achane. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Down and 2.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big. Forcing fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Hill brought in motion. Man in motion, heading right. Go! That is caught! Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the jump from the 35, it's first and 10. Watson to throw. Moving outside the pocket, taking off. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
On first down, Watson. That's out wide to Judkins. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
From the 44 now, here's second and 4.
Dragon 60. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll give it here to Judkins. And not much there. Good defense held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
His second catch of the drive, this one good for 15 and a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run it with Judkins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
He'll try again here. Second and 10. Here's Watson. Forced out wide. And a nice run and close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
25-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready? 70 Timberwolf. Ready?
Now Watson. Open man, and that's Tillman. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check smash, check smash.
On the handoff, Judkins. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 6. Ready?
To throw is Watson. On the quick slant, that's Judy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They're down and 3.
Ready?
We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Browns are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On first and 10, Ewers. That is caught left side by Waddle. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the ground, here is H.F. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
A run out of the gun with H.F. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. Malik Collins makes the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short, it's Ewers. He's got his man, it's Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Miami.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Here's Ewers. To the outside, that's caught by Hill. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try and run it here. It's H.F. First down and more inside the 25. And he's got another one. Come on, H.F. Touchdown, Dolphins. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Sanders here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's put.
Out of the gun, Watson. Give him 11 on the scramble to give them a new set of downs.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down. So a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here we go, set. 19, Tigers.
From the gun, here on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
That's another Brown.
Again, it's Watson. Moving to his right. He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. Like, there was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the 36-yard line.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. The throw here is complete, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll run it here, and here's Judkins. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Ready.
Here's Watson taking off on the design run. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Game on. Deshaun Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. In motion, Westbrook-Akine. They'll motion the slot man right. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead. But you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A run here with H.A. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's H.A. And the defense there to meet up. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. In motion, Westbrook Akine. Try and set up the tight end screen. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
Now Ewers. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Go. He'll run. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Pass caught by Bond. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Okay, ready?
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. Just as importantly, stop the clock.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap to Watson. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That pickup good for 29 yards. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
Rocco 80. Ready.
To the air again. Watson. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix.
We'll see how they want to play this. It's third down.
Ready?
Watson to throw again. Rolling to the left. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Browns have taken a 4-point advantage.
38. Dolphins 34.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hewitt.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked by the former Bruin out of UCLA. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky.
And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So the doghouse celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the